That fucking bird that I hate.
That fucking bird that I hate. That fucking bird that I hate.
I'm back, guys, ready for another Angry Birds video. I'm so glad that I get to keep doing this. Whee! I'll make a video on the second movie, or I probably will anyways, because it was really fun to write. This movie really shouldn't exist, but it does. Despite some of the controversy and the fact that it kind of just sucks. The first movie did well enough to warrant another one, and I'm so fucking glad that it did, because I'm an angry fucking bird. I really like the second movie, and I like it a lot more than the first, but it's still kind of ass. Like, obviously we're not getting a masterpiece from the Angry Birds franchise, but like, at least it's not this bullshit.
It's your boy Fred. Word up to my cocks in the hen house.
We make it look easy.
Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Awkwafina is back. I'm gonna be real, I had no idea she was even in this until I saw this thumbnail, but then it all kind of just clicked.
Awkwafina also chimed in saying, "What is you talking about?"
What does that have to do with stars?
We make it look
I never really had a big issue with her until I tried to watch Kung Fu Panda 4 recently, and oh my fucking god, she made an already terrible movie almost unwatchable. They have this cool ass fox character, and they washed the fuck out of it with this lame ass raspy fucking and I can't even really hate her for it, because she's not even a terrible voice actor. It's mostly just miscasting her in roles that just don't fit her voice. And she's just getting her bag or whatever, but oh my fucking god, I had to watch this movie in 10-minute increments because it genuinely made my fucking skin crawl. Okay, back to this shit. She's honestly not that bad in this, just kind of like lame and uninspired, but that's mostly because her character is underutilized and almost feels like a fucking OC self-insert. This character was literally made for the movie. She didn't exist before this. I'm like so fucking confused why they did this. She usually just makes a random comment when a character does something and then just sits off screen somewhere.
What? Did you say fiance?
Beyonce?
Like, who the fuck is this? Why are you here? Why do you look like that?
Who's that?
Stupid ass fucking haircut. They ditched Stella and Ian Smoshbird for this shit.
We think you guys would be perfect for the roles of Bubbles and Hal in the new Angry Birds movie coming out in May.
Yeah, but no second movie for you, you little fucking piece of shit. I mean, everyone else was fine, but of course Danny McBride was carrying. I always really liked this portrayal of Bomb, and I think it really shines in this movie because they kind of just stopped giving a shit. To me, this is the kind of movie where you go on Letterboxd and you see one of the top reviews with some shit like, if you hate this movie, you just hate fun. And yeah, they're right, because this movie is fucking hilarious. It's trying so hard, and it has just the smallest amount of self-awareness that everything the characters say is like the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Or not. Cherry up top.
So the main premise is that Red is insecure about being hated by everyone in the first movie, and he's clinging on to the validation that he got from saving the eggs, and would rather keep fighting with the pigs because it gives everyone a reason to like him. I think they did a good job with this. They don't make Red too bitchy, and he acknowledges that if he works with the pigs again, he can be an even bigger hero, which opens him up to actually good character development. So then the pigs and the birds team up to stop the eagles, because the eagles are the bad guys in this.
It's the bad guys.
The main villain, who's called Zeta, is sick of living on this ice island and wants to take over the other islands because they're warm.
Where? What city is that? Is that a desert? Is that hell, nigga?
But they could literally just go there without the murder stuff, like just fly over there and fucking live there. She shows them her plans in the movie, and she wants to build like a fucking water park on their islands. Yeah, let's just kill everyone, yeah. They don't even try to layer this with any emotional development or anything, and I honestly kind of respect it. I'm glad they didn't just make Zeta a petty ex-lover archetype that is just doing all of this for revenge. Mega spoilers, but fucking, why are you watching this video? Mighty Eagle left Zeta at the altar, by the way. But it's really funny how at the end of the movie, she's just like, oh, my bad for trying to kill all of you. I don't feel bad. I totally do it again. And everyone's just cool with her. And I think it's pretty funny, actually. The main break-in section is definitely the highlight. All of the interactions with the Eagles are really fucking stupid and make no sense, but I love it. And I really need to talk about the pissing scene because it seems to be an integral part of these movies. I was watching this while on a plane and I could not keep myself composed. Like, this is an actual frame from the movie.
We make it look easy.
And this security camera scene, like, this is actually comedic genius. I can't understate this.
I don't see anything.
For every grievance I have with the movie, the second act and actually like everything to do with the Eagles is so fucking funny that it redeems everything, and now it's just I love it. Fucking this is peak, bro. There's also this B plot with the hatchlings where they have to save some eggs because they lost them while doing some stupid stuff, you know, blah blah blah, you know, whatever. And then they cameo at the end of the movie to help save the day. I'm so fucking sick of this trope of having 3 little kids who are just bait for millennials who have these like baby voices that are just fucking so annoying. They're so fucking annoying. But this shit pisses me off so much. They do have 2 funny moments and it's not the worst thing ever, but like, I'm sorry to bring up Kung Fu Panda 4 again, but they also did it here with these fuck ass rabbits who do the whole, look, we're so cute but we're also evil. Rah!
Violence makes our bellies tingle.
I'm just hoping we leave this shit in 2024, please. The whole thing kind of just feels thrown together. Like they had a bunch of ideas and tossed them into a blender with no sense of direction. Kind of like this fucking video. Just for example, there's a scene towards the end of the movie during the final mission where Red and Silver are yelling at each other across the room over the top of guards and none of them give a shit. It's like they had these ideas for how they wanted to tell the story, but other ideas got in the way and they just sort of meshed them together, and then there's just scenes where stuff just makes no sense. I think this is also reflected in the soundtrack, which is really, really fucking bad. I mean, like, all the individual songs are good, but it feels like a clusterfuck of, hey, remember this song? And then they play it for 10 seconds for a visual gag, and then abruptly it just stops. The supporting characters are done really well. They don't really feel overbearing or annoying and are probably the best part of the movie. Chuck is still very fruity and it works well with the group dynamic. He has a sort of role as an overprotective brother for Silver and they did it perfectly. It doesn't take over his character and become annoying. It's just trickled in just right.
That's my sister, Red.
Crush every bone in your body.
Bomb is still good, maybe a little too stupid, but Danny McBride gets a pass. Silver is a very good character foil for Red, and she helps bring the story together as a whole. Sometimes her being the voice of reason can be a little annoying and played out, but I think the way her relationship with Red develops is handled perfectly and lets the story flow. I'm just lumping the pigs together because they don't really do much except for react to stuff and this stupid ice skating thing at the end of the movie. They're okay, I guess. I don't really have anything extra to add about the Eagle characters, except I find it weird that Debbie calls her mum by her first name, but whatever. I couldn't really find much about the production other than that they were going to take it in a very different direction. And there's a storyboard of the Eagles just killing everyone with this freaky ass music in the background. I just wanted to add more to this because I think it's really funny. So I think the idea is this magical egg that the birds are using to magically infuse their own eggs, and the Eagles are trying to steal it for some reason. But I guess it was too similar to the first plot and it was probably too hard to convey through the story, so they just scrapped it. And apparently Red has a wife now. I'll link it in the description if you want to watch for whatever reason. Apparently the animation process was pretty difficult because all the Sony animators were getting poached by Spider-Verse, but that's not really a surprise. Overall, this movie is pretty okay. Nothing revolutionary. It's funny and has its moments, but it's not really pushing any boundaries or does anything interesting enough to be memorable past a good adaptation and a better sequel. And now I think I can finally stop making these Angry Birds videos for a bit. Okay.